Ladies and gentlemen, I did a video yesterday that is basically, this is basically the sequel to that video. This is the companion piece to that video. You need, after you watch that video, my last video, come watch this video. After you watch this one, go back and watch it. Because it's almost like I felt this was going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, now first of all, Kendrick 100% did irreversible damage. Irreversible damage, but it's for the good. It made a good result. Now we got all these rappers saying F the streets. And a lot of them were the rappers who said that they were on the other side of the Kendrick stuff. But when Kendrick first said that on Watch the Party Die, I remember people going, oh, that side of rap is weird. We gonna talk about it. I'm gonna give my thoughts about it. This is a pretty important video because I think we're in a pretty important cultural shift right now in hip hop. And maybe just overall as a culture. Let's go.
Chick Smooth. Hey, Chick Smooth. Appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Oh man, the streets are officially over, you guys. It's time to pack it up, everybody. It's time to go get your CDLs. Now, a couple days.
I have some strong feelings about this, and I honestly don't even know where this video is gonna go. It's gonna be one of my passionate videos. I already know because I do have a lot to say with this. Like, I literally don't even know how I feel about it, so y'all watching me work it out in real time. So
Ago, after 21 Savage reached out to a bunch of rappers from ATL to squash their beef, seems like pretty much everybody's on board. Just last night, Future and 21 Savage got on FaceTime to squash their issues. And just last night, you guys, Quavo and Offset also got on FaceTime to squash their beef again.
And this is my first point I want to say. Well, first of all, yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You know, statistics shows most people watching this haven't hit the subscribe button and are not subscribed, and maybe not even because you don't want to, because you just don't know. I do it all the time where I watch channels and I don't subscribe and I forget to. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But let me go ahead and tell you why. One of my first thoughts. Let me get the positives. My first thought was positive. Well, not my first thought was positive, but my thought about this point was positive. When I saw Future squashing up with, I would say that's positive. But that was cool. When I saw Quavo and Offset together on FaceTime, no matter how I feel about what's going on right now, no matter if this is feeling like a nasty PR move, no matter what's going on, this is a net positive. Quavo, and I was just thinking the other day about Quavo and Offset getting together, and if they dropped Amigos album right now, how it would shake the world up. Solo, they don't got the same powers. And it's like after their brother died, it rest in peace to Tate, I just feel like it was hard to see this. So I do love this. I love this. But I don't love all of this. So let's get to it.
The third time, I believe. And now it seems like everyone is officially getting on board with his campaign. A couple days ago, 21 Savage tweeted at Gunna and Thugger saying, yo, y'all fix that shit. Y'all love each other. You knew Gunna wasn't no gangster when he told the first time.
Chiggs is showing the wrong tweet right now, but this is where it leads to. But he's reading off a 21 tweet. 21 said this. I also feel like that 21 tweet was weird, but I said in the last video where it was like, I see he's trying to unite people together, but something about that felt not as genuine. Only because, and I can't speak for 21. I think 21 is dope for doing this, attempting this, right? Do all his motivating factors of doing this, do I believe are noble? No. But it doesn't matter. On the offside, or what it looks like, is nobility. But even when he was saying, like, yo, we need to get together, he was dissing niggas still. Where I go like, dog, if I'm Pierre Gunna and I read that, that's not gonna make me wanna, F you. Yeah, we knew he was a rat the first time he told. He was telling it. We knew he wasn't about that lot when he was telling it. But, and then I also think it's super lame. It's dope that 21 Savage did this, but I think it's super corny and super lame that, no, it's super dope that he admit that they moved the goalposts. It's super, real that he did that. But at the end of the day, it's not real that he did that. It's real that he admitted he did that. It's not real that y'all did that. And it goes to show y'all don't have the morals y'all say you did. And it goes back to this snitching thing that I said. One of the worst things to happen to our community was our judging everything by the rules of the street. And we also have to make the delineation of what we mean by street and what people hear when they hear street. Because a lot of people, and they're even saying this, when they're saying F the streets, do I believe street always means criminal? Not necessarily, but I do feel when most people are using the term street, they are talking about criminal. And I do believe that they are talking about criminalities and the whole, maybe they're talking about more stuff, but they're also definitely talking about the criminality aspect of it. And that's why I say it's good, because at the end of the day, it was a bunch of racist people who said hip hop and black people were criminal. Just by the color of our skin and the nature of what we create, we are criminals. It's that criminal music. It's a bunch of gangsters making music. That was one of the worst things. And I feel like as a culture, and we all leaned into it. We did. We could try to act like not everybody saying the streets mean that and da-da-da, but most people who are saying it. We did. We leaned into it, and then we started having our art and damn near our entire culture, even outside of hip hop, judged by criminality. Because how often when someone says, oh, he ain't like that, that's an insult. And what they mean is, essentially, he's not a criminal. Or he won't do certain things to throw his life away. We would make fun of you for that. The whole snitching thing. And I don't want nobody. I like how niggas are trying to change the rules now and be like, no. No. I used to think snitching could only happen between criminals. Or people in an organization, cop, whatever. And when people go, cops talk about snitches too. Yeah, they're also a gang. I don't know why y'all try to act like it's not, they're not doing that so it makes it right. And when we say it's only really gangbang people like that who care about that stuff or who judge a person by that stuff, even though they be telling, which is not wrong, because I'm saying like it judges your integrity to a point. But when it got bastardized somewhere, and when I started seeing people call Meg Thee Stallion a snitch, when I saw people call Pop Hunter a snitch, I saw a video where somebody called their grandmother a snitch. I said, oh yeah, we lost the plot. We allowed the racists who created that narrative to release it, and we all scooped it up. And we can't lie to ourselves and act like we judge people different if we didn't think that they were willing to do some criminal shit. We gotta stop lying to ourselves. But see how I said this is a rant video? But let's go.
And we swept it under the rug for you. You know he wasn't trying to leave you to hang. Fuck the streets. We ain't get shit but trauma from that shit. Well.
And like I said, 21 is absolutely right, but that kind of rubbed me the wrong way too. But
looks like a lot of rappers are now joining in.
I also think, like I said, with the Kendrick thing, when Kendrick said this, y'all tried to act like, why you rapping like you trying to get the slave freed? Oh, he up there. Oh, he gonna have girls twerking with a dictionary. Oh no. He's gonna have girls reading. Oh no! Like, nah, nigga. Oh, that side of rap is weird. What? If I go through some of y'all lyrics and y'all saying F the streets now, it's like, are you sure you don't have lyrics that's making fun of people for not being tough or street? Are you sure you don't? Because I know you do. So, and I'm gonna say this right now. Y'all, okay, let's say it's the end of this.
And on the Fuck the Streets campaign with 21 Savage. Today, Young Thug started the campaign. He said, fuck the streets at 21 Savage. And then CEO Big 30 also tagged 21 Savage and he said, fuck the streets. I want billions. Then we had G Herbo, Pooh Shiesty, YFN Lucci, Chick Smooth, and also Duty Low.
Chick Smooth! He slid himself in there real quick. Well, it wasn't real until Chick Smooth said, I'm going to keep it tall. Future, you can say what not Gunna, Thug, 21, y'all can say whatever. Lucci, all y'all could do that. Quavo, y'all get a phone. It wasn't real till Chick said it. Que do? Quenu. Hey.
Even Rallo also came out and said, fuck the streets as well.
How the hell can another get mad as another was saying F the streets? Half of y'all ain't even succeeded in the streets.
That's a fact. You're not lying.
Half of most ain't even succeeded in the streets. Ain't stepped on that, ain't putting that down. But saying, listen, dog, I know for a fact, me myself, I ran up 10 million out these streets. Facts, not opinions. So if I want to say F the streets, I can say F the streets. And I have benefited from the streets on the highest level. 1 house, 2 house, 3 apartments, plaza, after I lost 18 million. So can't no tell me what I can say.
I 100% agree with this. He kicking gospel. Like I said, the message is beautiful. The motivations and some of the mixed messaging, that's where I have a little bit of an issue. I'm gonna let Rollo. I'm not gonna cut his wisdom no more. Go ahead, brother. Talk.
And I'm 100% with the Fuck the Streets movement. This is from Rollo Terrell Davis, and I sponsor that.
So with other street rappers coming together to officially condemn the streets, this of course brought a lot of controversy online.
And we're gonna stop right here because I just scrubbed a little bit. I saw 6ix9ine's face. I don't even want to hear about it. Okay, so let me end this up. But if y'all want to hear the rest of this, please go watch Chiggs' video. Please go to show my Nigerian brother some love. You know what I mean? This is my issue. I love this message. I've been kind of saying things like this for a while. You can go back to my videos. I think somewhere we lost the plot, not just in hip hop, but as a culture, period. I think we also assume majority of, let's call it real, black people are street or from the hood, or our entire experience is through the lane of some sort of criminality. That was the stereotype that we were given, and that's the stereotype that we started embodying. It's weird that I saw people making fun of Kendrick for some of the stuff they make fun of Kendrick, and I go, oh, we are in a demonic place where somebody who could drop Watch the Party Die, and then niggas will come out, like somebody like Kendrick will drop a Mr. Morale, talk about, yo, we need therapy. There's something wrong with us. We got trauma. Let's figure this out. And then niggas, oh, he over here burning patchouli. Oh, I ain't trying to. That's what I knew when things that are good for us, we tend to like push against, and things that are only negative, we kind of embrace. Because at the end of the day, and this is another thing I saw, shout out to Certified Boogeyman. I'm not even gonna pull up the tweet, but he had a legendary tweet, and I even commented. I said, this is the tweet where he said, before y'all say F the streets, and I'm paraphrasing, he said, before y'all say F the streets, go get those kids or those people that you led into the streets and ruined their life. Go save them. Boy, when I read that, goosebumps. As I'm saying that, goosebumps. Damn near emotional. Because it's beautiful that y'all are doing this. And like I said, it's always about the future, not the past. There's two problems I have, two big problems. There's a couple problems, but two of the main ones are, one is, this is 100% happening because you niggas ain't selling the way you used to. Like we could call it, we could try to lie, we could try to act stupid, we could try to act, we have been saying, there's been a big waft of hip hop. I would probably say the majority that I see online discourse is the culture is shifting, the guard is changing. Go back to D1. D1's been saying this. We are there. You got to look at I feel like the problem is y'all are doing this because y'all realize that the culture has changed and you will no longer be able to make the same amount of commerce, money that you were pushing that street-ish, right? I got no problem with street music, right? I love it. Music, you could do what, I look at music as I look at movies. I think it's very unfair, and I think it's a racism plays to it, that where Quentin oh my goodness, why can't I think of his name? The dude who did all the gangster movies. Did Godfather, did Goodfellas, Casino, him, Martin Scorsese. It's funny how he's made his entire name built money on money off gangster stories and off basically telling gangster tales. And his is worse because he'll show you visuals. But for some reason, rappers can't be artists. I think that has to do with people disrespecting rap, but we can go into that later. But I will say, it's not just the music. It's the way that y'all lived y'all lives. It was the things you would say in interviews, the things you say on social media. Y'all 100% pushed people into the streets. There are people who were motivated to start doing bad things because of things y'all directly said. And like I said, I love gun bars. I love a trap bar. There's a difference between that and when some people be like, Young Jeezy once had a line, if you ain't trapping, unalive yourself. And I was just like, what? It was some of the things y'all was saying was beyond just entertaining people. It felt like indoctrination. So it happened, and like I say, I don't care what type of music you have the right to make any type of music, but you have to understand, because with me, I'm smart enough to take it like art. Not everybody is, right? And especially when y'all are pushing it that, no, it's not art, this is real. Another thing is, I really don't know of this entire list how much they love hip hop. Anybody on this list. And they could love it to the moon and back, or they could not like it at all. I think the problem is that I don't know. If you had like 5 other rappers on here, right? I could be like, and it could be street rappers. If you had like Beanie Siegel, you feel me? Jay-Z when he was at his most YOLA talk. A bunch of those people on there, I'll be like, no, these niggas love hip hop. I could tell with the way they do it. But like 21 Savage is almost verbatimly came out and been like, I kind of just doing this for a hustle. I don't really like this. So that's kind of messed up too. It's like, those are 2 points, is that y'all moved the people's lives that y'all destroyed doing what y'all were doing. And in real life, let's not just talk about the music. Some of y'all in real life have victims who might have done nothing more than disrespect you or not listen. Lives have been lost behind some of these niggas. So, like I said, the sentiment is beautiful, and this needs to be said. And believe it or not, you see how I told you in the beginning I'm torn, so I don't know how I really feel. These are the people who do need to say it. My thing is this real? Are y'all going to stand on this? Is this going to reflect in what you do? Or is this a PR scheme because y'all are realizing that even the label, everybody is moving away from the... And I feel like sometimes when we hear... Because I hear a lot... There's street people. There's people who, like gangsters, I grew up with, I respect, right? And I see right now, some of them... Not the ones I grew up with, but the ones I respect. I see some of them on social media, like, mad at this. Respectfully. You know, I love y'all to death, and I respect y'all. But respectfully, this ain't the time for y'all. Respectfully, y'all the worst people to listen to right now about this. Because I don't even think some of y'all understand the level of trauma that y'all are in. I don't think some of y'all even know why y'all defend some of the stuff y'all defend. I think it's because, and it's not even your fault. I don't blame you. Because the things you've seen as a kid is because the things you were forced to do. But when something is bad, bro, something is bad, gang. We could leave this in art. We could leave this in art. You know, you can kill 30 people in your songs. I don't care. Once you start naming names, you see, drill music broke rap. This is happening because drill, I told y'all this. Bro, I have a video called Drill, I think it's called Drill Rap was the worst thing that ever happened years ago. Go find that. Drill rap broke rap because it got to a point where it wasn't music. It was just death and black death. That's all it was. Wasn't even about music. These niggas can't even rap. Niggas aren't even rhyming. And at a certain point, the people started pulling back. You broke the psyche of people. You made them numb to it. And it got to a point where now when we're living in one of the weirdest times of the country, when there's people jumping out of vans, masked up, taking kids and putting them in, when you're getting your rights stolen from you, when it's damn near illegal to be black or brown right now, nigga, I ain't trying to hear about some stripper in Atlanta. I'm tired of it, brother. Niggas don't got money right now. You talk about, nigga, we throwing it. I'm just not. I want something. People clearly are telling you they want a bit more. But this is what I'm saying. Pooh Shiesty's a great example. Pooh Shiesty's a great example of what I'm talking about. FDO is gangster. FDO, he rapping great in it though. FDO got no hook, just bars. Punchlines. Please tell me that shit fell about your pocket, skin of mine. He got all of that. And it's still street, it's still hard. But you know what he's not doing? He's not getting on interviews and saying wild-ish in real life to motivate people to do bad. He's not tweeting stuff to motivate people to do bad. In fact, I love he's saying F the streets. I want, stay in this bag, you impu. I'm rooting for Pooh Shiesty so goddamn much right now. I just really hope, sometimes I also be like, man, sometimes you don't got to do all the interviews because maybe they'll trip you up, make you say something that you weren't ready to say. But stay focused, Pooh. You the one right now. And like I said, people don't want rap to just be a kumbaya, turn into polka. We don't want that. But Pooh Shiesty is the example of what he, and G Herbo too on this. G Herbo, I'm not even really talking about G Herbo. I'm not gonna lie. This whole thing, my bad. G Herbo's always kind of been, for a long time, has been pushing this message. A long time. He's been beefing with academics. G Herbo, excuse yourself from this conversation. I'm not even talking about you. And Pooh Shiesty, you can't excuse yourself from this conversation too, even though, you know what I'm saying? You were never, it's y'all other ones. Like, what happened between YF, Lucci, and Thug, like in real life? Some of the stuff 21 be pushing and saying in real life, it is what it is, man. But like I said, Kendrick Lamar told y'all. Y'all should have listened. What we are living in right now is the retribution and the scorching of the land of Watch the Party Die. And I think Kendrick saw what drill rap was doing. He saw how everybody started it started getting weird and said, hey, maybe the streets shouldn't be like the end all be all for us. Maybe we shouldn't judge everybody's character or their blackness on how tough they are. Maybe we shouldn't do that. And I'm loving this. All y'all niggas got to do now is actually rap. Actually rap. Thug, try your hardest, nigga. I know out of everybody here, you're probably gonna have the hardest time. Try your hardest. Maybe you'll surprise me. But like I said, I like the message. I just don't know if I trust the message. And y'all look real crazy. And you know who looks like the greatest nigga right now? Gunna put his head down. Gunna worked his ass off. Gunna wasn't focused on social media. Gunna wasn't trying to destroy niggas in time's career. He was focused on getting his body right, his mind, and his music. And he's winning. Because now, look at how they all trying to double back to Gunna. And guess what? He don't need y'all. Y'all need him. Going all out when it's for that bread and butter. Go back and listen to Bread and Butter now. Go back and listen to Bread and Butter. I try to tell y'all Gunna was rapping different on Bread and Butter. Go back and listen to Bread and They Kill for Clout. I'll put that on my dead brother, y'all. What? Shout out to Wanna. Shout out to Pooh. I'm rooting for you. Shout out to G Herbo. You always been good in my book. Everybody else, we can get it together. I love what y'all doing. Let's grow up. Let's mature. There's a new era coming. There is.